Welcome to Discover East County, where we walk the paths of hardworking folks who share the stories of their lives and businesses. I'm your host, Valley, and today I'm with Ty and Brody. You guys are owners of The Grinder. It's a sandwich shop in East County. It's been around forever longer than me. So I want to know about it. I want to know about you guys and how you guys became owners. You seem pretty young. So tell us, Brody, a little bit about how you kind of came into the business and owning The Grinder.
Yeah, so right out of high school, or I believe it was COVID year for us, our senior year, Tyler started working at the grinder. He told me a lot of cool things about it, and he asked me to work there for probably 6 months, and I kept telling him no, like I don't want to work there. And then one day, I gave in, and that's when I started working there right out of high school. So he had about 6 months on me, and then
You jumped in and you guys he finally joined the crew.
yeah.
What was the convincing moment? Like you just like fine, I need a job.
Yeah, so I wanted to do real estate out of high school.
Okay.
So I was still doing that, and then I was like, well, in the process of getting that license, I guess I can, get a second job and pick
Uh-huh.
up from there.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
What do you think? He jumped in and were you guys both in the same job role or were you his boss?
I was definitely his
I
boss.
love
No,
it.
no.
um, who do you feel like do you guys feel like you're owners now. So tell us that story of your origins, working as maybe like in the line of making the sandwiches, working the desk and taking the money, and to now being owners. Like tell us about that process. How did that end up there?
So I would say working there leading up to knowing that we were going to be owners, me and Ty had always had a dream of owning a business together,
Oh, okay.
not knowing it was going to be where we were currently
Huh.
working. But I always told the previous owner, Margaret, how I just loved like the camaraderie of the grinder and how it was ran and just that like home feel,
Mhm.
East County feel in there.
Mhm.
So I was like, my dream would be to own this place one day. And then me and Ty would always be talking about our business ideas to her, and she would always laugh and joke with us, like, but encourage us too, because she
Mhm.
was like, "You guys can do this." Um, so then we had taken a trip to Cabo back when we were, I think, 19,
Mhm.
and then when we got back from there, she was talking about how she was getting ready to sell the place by the end of that summer. And she was praying on it, and she was like, "Yeah, I've met with a few people, but it just still doesn't feel right."
Mhm.
So I was just kind of put it out there. I was like, why don't you give the business to me and Ty? You can teach us the ways. You don't have to make decision right, right the second to sell it and hand it over to someone. And she took that idea and kind of ran with it, and she was
Mm.
like, that's something I'd be interested in. So her and I and Ty talked for a couple months, and we ended up working out something to like, hey, it's not going to be like tomorrow that you guys are going to own it, but
Mhm.
let's teach you. Let me teach you how to run it like I did, and
Mhm.
so it took about 3 years for us to step into a manager role.
Mhm.
We're closed on Sundays. We would still be there on Sundays, learning the behind the scenes. You never really know what goes into running a small
Sure.
business like that,
Yeah.
until you start doing it. And I would say that it definitely took the whole 3 years to get a grip on what we thought we knew everything. But then, once we did take over, we learned that there's something new every day, you know.
So, Ty, the business has been open for, I think you guys said 63 years.
hmm
So, 63 years, Margaret was owner for 40 plus. What do you think she saw in you that gave her the confidence to think that you could keep it open for another 63 years?
I honestly don't know.
You're too funny.
I mean, it really just like happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we started out, just as a regular employee, and then
Mm-hmm.
she started training us on like, then we both ended up having to, do all the slicing and all of
Mm-hmm.
this, and then every Sunday we would go in and do like the payroll on these yellow sheets of paper by hand for 6 hours,
Yeah.
and then it was like, oh, the quarterly reports that were like trying to put together a 10,000 piece jigsaw puzzle,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really don't know. It kind
Yeah.
of just, I
You
think she's
must have
just a,
shown something, Ty, because maybe your work ethic, your grind, your determination. I would think that it takes that to have the faith in somebody to, don't be shy about it because I really feel like there's no way somebody just hands over a business and you don't have those qualities of a business owner right off the bat. I want to talk about what you guys serve at the grinder because I can tell you, I mean, I've lived in Lee's County my whole life and I've gone there plenty of times. There is something about that sandwich. I don't know. It's very simple, right? There's not a lot to a sandwich, but it's something is so good and addicting about those sandwiches. You got to tell me what it is. What do you think?
I think that's what it is it's simple and nothing changes on the menu even as we've taken over. People are like, "Hey man, don't change the sandwiches." And we're like, "We're not going to." The menu's been the same for 63 years for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
Um, I will say though that Gibaldi's in Spring Valley, that's our bakery.
Mm-hmm.
They've been around for just as long as us. I think the bread is definitely a staple with the sandwich.
Mm.
But and we're making sandwiches for customers as they come in, like as they order it. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
we're putting out pre-made sandwiches, but it's almost like every sandwich, at least that I make, is like I want to make this so that they come back because
Mm-hmm.
if I don't, we don't provide
Yeah,
that quality of the sandwich, they're not going to come back to us, and
sure.
our customers are what keep us going.
What I really think is important too is there are big chain sandwich shops around East County, but it's important to shop the or buy at the local places, the places that have been around for over half a century serving East County. And I want to keep that legacy alive and I want to keep people. You guys also have an incredible location over there off of it's Second Street,
Second in
right?
Greenfield, yeah.
Second and Greenfield. It's super easy to get in and out of.
hmm
What are the hours of the shop?
So we're open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday, and then we're closed on Sundays
Perfect. Okay. And when would we see you guys there?
every day,
Every day?
all day, every
You're
day.
there every day all day?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you guys hire you guys are in charge of the hiring process?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have like local kids or is it just people that have been around for a long time? What's it like to hire and get work there? Are you guys full staffed right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all mostly like high school. I think we have about 16 employees right now.
Okay.
But I mean, it kind of turns around quick because they'll go off to college or, they're doing sports or something like
Sure.
that. So there's constantly new faces.
The last time I was there, I got a sandwich, the chips, and a soda. If I wanted something else, is there other things on the menu at this point besides
Since
that?
since we have kind of taken over,
Uh-huh.
and when Margaret was still there, we had a pasta salad to the menu. Now we're serving thrifty ice cream,
Oh, stop.
root beer float. Yeah, so just different things like that.
You guys know the Thrifty is all closed. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's the
Yeah,
one in Rancho and in Lakeside there, you can't get Thrifty ice cream
yeah.
anymore. I
So we
didn't know
got it.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a deal.
We have to go
right.
down to National City to get like specific flavors that they don't carry anymore. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it is worth it. So you said, okay, pasta salad. And what was the other thing you were going to say after ice cream?
We do like ice cream floats with that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then you guys have seating. You can sit inside and
Mm-hmm.
enjoy your sandwich.
Yes.
Tell me about your goals for the business in the future. Like where do you guys want to see this go? Do you want to just keep it where it is or do you have I know you're doing a promo for graduation.
hmm
What are some other things that you guys see for the future for the grinder?
So me and Ty, last year we were moving pretty quick, and we both were like, hey, like maybe we expand to a next location. We were throwing ideas out there, and Margaret, she was kind of like, hey, like, this is still new to you guys, and she was like, I've never done any marketing. A lot of our clientele is the older generation because obviously they've been going there since they were kids.
Hmm. Whoa,
So
whoa, whoa. Okay, I go there,
no, no, but
Just kidding.
um, but there's never really been any marketing because
You
everyone
didn't need
knows it's
it.
there.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
if we want to continue this, then we have to get our name out there to kids our age. So we kind of took a step back on that idea, and we really went through with this marketing idea. I'm working with a Legendary Group now. They're awesome. They
Hmm.
do everything that we want them to do, but like even more that we didn't know they could do.
Okay.
So we're getting the social media going. We're doing a lot of promos with that. Right now we're in the middle of a remodel, rebranding everything. But like I said, not changing nothing with the menu, but just trying to bring a little bit more light into it, and
Hmm.
then get our name out there. And I think a key part of that is like you said, the local, right? Eating local since you were a kid. That's something we're really like trying to get out there. Is like, hey, we've been around since 1963. Like,
Hmm.
come see where we're at. Come see
Yeah,
our location.
absolutely. Ty, what's your favorite part about working and owning the grinder? What is your favorite part about working there? What do you think? Is it just seeing Brody every day?
No, definitely
never
not that.
admit it.
Definitely not that. I don't know. I mean, I like all the people that work there.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys have any repeat customers, like people that come
Oh
in
yeah,
a couple times a week?
yeah,
You do? And I'm sure they look for it. Do you already know what they want when they walk
yeah,
in? You do?
yeah. We have like a meatball salad Michael. You know, he comes in.
Meatball Michael?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
same thing like 3 or 4 times a week.
Shout out to Meatball Michael.
Right.
That's pretty cool. So that's got to be fulfilling to see the same people every
Yeah.
week and just like connect with them on that level. I really want to make sure that you guys stick around and are successful. It's hard to run a business, especially in food business. So there are grad parties coming up, there are birthday parties coming up. We're in the summer. There's all kinds of parties. You guys can do some catering and some food, food for big groups. I just want to encourage everybody to consider you guys um, as part of that. And I think we'll definitely be ordering. I've got some parties coming up, so we'll be ordering from you guys too.
Thank you.
What do you think if you had a big order? How much advance do you need? Like a day or two, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah? Okay. And do you guys deliver or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys on the food apps at all?
Mhm.
You are.
Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber
Okay.
Eats.
Was that your thing or Margaret was already on it?
That was actually Ty's idea.
Ty, see, I told you you've got qualities. You can do it.
Yeah.
So you guys were touching on the fact that you have started marketing and kind of trying to reach out to a younger crowd too, so you can have a mixture of clients. Do you have socials out there, like any Instagram, TikToks, Facebook that you can tell us? What are the handles?
Yeah. So Facebook, we have the most followers on.
Mhm.
That's still the Alcon Grinder. And then our TikTok and Instagram is going to be the Grinder SD.
The Grinder SD. All right, make sure to follow.
Yes.
All right, well, guys, I mean, I think it's a great thing what you're doing. I'm super impressed with how young you are in stepping into this leadership role. Any opportunities that you have to give back to East County, let us know because we want to make sure we spotlight and let everybody know the good things you guys are doing. And I will be by with my nephews to do some videos and eat and grub at the grinder. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you
us.
so much for having us.
Of course. Congrats. And, I just wish you all the success. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for watching Discover East County. We'll see you next time.